Does the idea of two people having a conversation sounds exciting? Probably not. You probably wouldn't pay money to see that. And yet you do, all the time. Because ultimately, that's what every movie and the TV shows boils down to, over and over again. Two people having a conversation. How have so many filmmakers managed to make those conversations exciting? Well, one big way is with blocking. Blocking is the precise staging of actors in a performance. In terms of cinema, it's where you place your actors in the frame. There are three visual elements a filmmaker should think about when blocking a scene: space, shapes, and lines. By considering these components, you will be able to block a scene between any subject in a visual dynamic way that is loaded with subtext. First up, space. This scene opens with a boy playing in the snow. The camera pulls out to reveal a tense conversation between the adults. The stakes of the scene: the boy Charlie, who's framed carefully throughout the window for the duration of the scene. On one side, his father is standing in protest but dwarfed in size due to his distance from the camera. On the other side, his mother, framed closer to the lens, looming large and more imposing. Charles is smallest of all. Take note of the way visual contrast is created in this phase to portray tension and importance. Next up, shapes. There are three basic shapes: circle, squares, and triangles. Everything around us can be turned into one of the basic shapes, even an actor face: circle, triangle, square. The basic shapes come with a certain emotional quality and assumptions. Circle feels safer and inclusive. A square creates limited space, boxing someone in. Triangle are sharp, they feel aggressive, but also have apex. When you are looking through your frame, identify the basic shapes and bear in mind the emotional connotation of each and where they direct the viewer's eyes. We have covered shapes, and shapes are formed by lines. Be aware of the lines created in every shot and the effect they have on the viewers. Take a look at this scene, Godfather Part 2. It's a simple dialogue scene, plays out between a standing Michael and a vertical line and nearly a horizontal line. Fredo could have been standing for the scene. If he did, the power dynamics would have been potentially equal, but he was slung so low in the scene that he was practically horizontal. This blocking creates visual tension between these two, especially when cutting it. It also emphasizes who holds all the cards. During Fredo's outburst, he flounders into an almost diagonal line, literally attempting to change his shape, an attempt to stand up to Michael. When the outburst is over, the order of things remains the same. Fredo goes back to his horizontal position, and Michael delivers his final judgment.
You're nothing to me now. You're not a brother. You're not a friend. I don't want to know you or what you do.
Happy trails, Fredo. So we have covered how shapes, lines, and space can be used when blocking a scene. The thing is, on their own, they are not going to make those dialogue scenes that profound, unless you do it with this in mind: subtext or contrast. By contrasting your blocking with what being said or done, you create an underlying meaning.
It's also a personal statement about the band itself. Hey, Paul!
You can start to reveal the real story, and it's not only for viewers. Communicating subtext through blocking guide your actors, your DP, and the art directors toward your vision. Blocking tells us what the character are really up to, what they really mean, what's really going on. What makes a blocking so important to the story? The good way is to plan your blocking is with a storyboard. Think about what the character is saying in the script and then incorporate that into your blocking with the storyboard software. And the next time, when you're having a conversation in real life, pay attention to the way you stand, sit, move, or lie down like Fredo. You might be surprised. See you in the next video.